Okay, so the first thing that you encounter when you enter a college campus is the hostels. And before entering the campus, we have certain preconceptions like the hostels will be old, weary, and whatnot. And we are always worried that after living for 18, 19, and 20 years with our parents, we'll have to go to this strange place and live on our own. We'll have to make our own bed, we'll have to wash our own clothes, we'll have to learn to adjust with strangers. We'll have to learn to adjust with students from different states, different languages, different culture, different food. But the thing is that we don't realize at that time that everyone is in the same situation like we are. Everyone is searching for that sense of belonging that we are searching for. Everyone is searching for that family away from home. But once we start living there, then slowly and steadily, this sense of belonging comes into us. This sense of togetherness comes into us. And once that sense starts getting into us, then all the boundaries vanish. Then whose food, whose room, whose clothes, whose soap, whose shampoo, nothing matters. We become so close that we become each other's family and we back each other up in every situation. And the strangest yet the beautiful thing about the hostels is that everyone has some sort of connection with everyone else in the hostel. Like you might not even know the name of a certain person, but you will go to the mess at the same time, you will sit at the same seat, and you'll become mess buddies. And there are many such little things which negate what misconceptions we might have about hostel, about what hostel might seem from the outside. And the life inside those four walls will be the best experience of your life, no matter how congested, how humid, how weird it all might seem. Because hostel life is much more than what physically exists. It's an emotion, and that emotion, that friendships, they are going to stay with you throughout your life. But you cannot connect to these things until you have lived there in the hostels for some time. So this video from now on will be more materialistic than emotional. In this video, I'll be telling you all the aspects of the hostels of NIT Rourkela and all the facilities that it provides. But before we dive into the hostels of NIT Rourkela, let me tell you something about the hostels in general. These facts about the engineering hostels in general in India will be useful if you're not searching for specifically for NIT Rourkela. And it will also be helpful if you are going to compare the hostels of two colleges. Because if you are going to compare, then knowing what all things are possible when you enter a hostel is very important. So let's look at the different aspects of hostels in India in general. So the number one is availability. And on the basis of availability, hostels are of two types: fully residential or semi-residential. In fully residential hostels, colleges make it compulsory for all the students to take a hostel room. Even if your home is right beside the college, still you will have to take a room in the hostel. And semi-residential hostels can be of many types. Either the college will have limited hostel rooms, so it will give out rooms on the basis of your JEE rank, and here the students with lower ranks will not get a hostel room in the campus, so they'll have to search for PGs or room outside the campus. Or it can be that the college doesn't have a hostel at all, so it will rent private PGs outside the campus and it will give it to the students. Or it can be that there are limited hostel rooms in the college and they are allotted on the basis of first come first serve, so that the students who reach the hostel first will get the hostel rooms and the later ones will have to search for something outside the campus. And out of all these, the fully residential ones are the best because after you pay the fees, you don't have to worry about anything else. All the electricity, food, water, everything is on the campus. So the fully residential ones are the most preferable, of course. Now, number two is on the basis of occupancy. So, in general, the colleges provide either single room occupancy or multiple occupancy. And in single room, of course, one student is allotted one single room. But in multiple occupancy, there's no limit. It can be 2, 3, 4, or 5 students per room. And the rooms are sized accordingly. It's not that 5 students will be shoved into a room meant for just one student. Some colleges also offer dormitories, which are like large halls for bulk accommodation. Now, colleges offer any one or a combination of different types of occupancies. Like the colleges with large hostels will offer a single room to each and every student, but some colleges may offer a mixed occupancy on the basis of certain factors, which we'll talk about later. Now, out of all these different types of occupancies, I cannot say which is the best, because whether you want to live in a single room hostel or a shared one is up to you, is your preference. So there's no one thing that fits all. So you'll have to decide for yourself. Now these are the two major factors that determine the type of hostel that you might get in a college. But the facilities that the colleges might provide in their hostels differ from college to college. Usually every college provides a mess facility in their hostel, which might be charged separately or along with your hostel rent, which also includes your water and electricity charges. And apart from these basic things, many hostels also provide air conditioning, washing machines, and internet connections in the form of Wi-Fi or LAN connection. But it differs from college to college. Now coming to NIT Rourkela. As I'm from NITR, I'll be telling you in detail about the hostels of NIT Rourkela and all the facilities that these hostels provide. So, to start with, the hostels are fully residential. That means that each and every student gets a room, and it's compulsory for each and every student to get a room. Even if your house is just 200 meters away from the college, still you'll have to take a room in the campus. Now, there are 7 boys hostels and just 2 girls hostels. This is because of the low gender ratio in the engineering colleges. We all know that it has been low for a very long time. But now the situation is getting better, and more girls are taking up engineering. And owing to these changes, a new hostel complex is being built in the campus of NIT Rourkela. Now, when the construction will get over, no one knows, because sometimes it takes a whole golden jubilee to finish the construction in NIT Rourkela. So no one knows for sure when the hostels will get finished. But the thing is that the change is being made. So let's hope for the best. Now, talking about the boys hostels, there are 7 boys hostels, out of which 2 are specifically for first year students, and these 2 are connected with a common mess. And all the hostels in NIT Rourkela, whether it's boys or girls hostel, has mess facility which provides 4 meals a day for 7 days a week. Now the first year hostels have 2 students per room, and the rest 5 hostels have a mixed occupancy based upon the batch in which the student studies in. So the second year students also are accommodated in a similar fashion, that is 2 students per room. And from third year onwards, every student gets a single room. And MTech and PhD students are accommodated in all 7 hostels depending upon the availability. Now coming to the girls hostel, as I said, there are just 2 hostels for girls. Now first and second year students are given rooms in the KMS hostel, and rest all the year students are given rooms in the CVR hostel. But these divisions are not rigid. That means there are some exceptions based upon the availability of the rooms. Again, the PhD and MTech students are given accommodation in both the hostels. And also there's a block division in the KMS hostel where the first year students are kept in a separate block than other students for the first year only. Now coming to the occupancy part, the first year students are accommodated as 4 students per room, second year as 3 students per room, third year as 2 students per room, and fourth year as 1 student per room. And of course the size of the room depends upon the occupancy, obviously. And there's a separate accommodation facility for married students also on the campus. Now coming to the facilities that these hostels provide. So as I said that these hostels provide mess facilities which serves 4 meals a day for 7 days a week, and all the rooms are provided internet connectivity through LAN connection, and 1 LAN port is provided per student. Although this LAN connection is closed during the class hours, that is from 8 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening from Monday to Friday. So even if you do not have class at some time, still you will not be able to access the internet during the class hours. Also, there's 1 washing machine in every washroom complex, and there are several washroom complex on every floor in every hostel. So it's pretty decent and it can accommodate all the students. And also there are night canteens in each and every hostel which operate usually till 1 or 2 in the night. Now coming to the in and out times in the hostel. So for the first year students, the in timing is 8 p.m. for the first few months, and after that it is shifted to 11 p.m. for all the hostels. So overall, all the hostels are quite decent, though there are some differences between the hostels because they all are not identical. So you might prefer one over the other, but still the hostels are quite decent to live in, and you'll enjoy your 4 years here. So that's it for the hostels for now, until you come to the campus and experience them for yourself. And I hope that you got some insight into the hostels of NIT Rourkela and the engineering hostels in general. So hit like if you find my content useful, and share it with your friends, and do subscribe to stay tuned. And also don't forget to ask your queries in the comment section. If you have any queries, then write it down there and I'll address them in my upcoming videos. And also you can message me on Instagram. My Instagram ID is in the description below. Have a great day. Bye-bye.